a different group. Here we go. They're going forward to 2 days in the future. Let's get into the game. We've got NRG in the orange, Rogue in the blue, a best of 5 to send you forward to the next week. Turo, who had a wonderful performance earlier in the day up against Exet. Currently, hopefully has at least one of those goals is going to be in the top 3. So Kronovi looks for a clear turn. Turo up to it. Pushes off to the side. Here's First Killer. Garrett G down. First Killer also nominated for Rookie of the Year.
Not surprising. I would not be surprised to see him win that, considering his breakout entrance throughout all of 2019, 2020 in the professional Rocket League scene. Is NRG under a little bit of pressure, but First Killer, I think, has been a phenomenal pickup for Rogue overall. I think he was the perfect mix of just what they needed at the time they picked him up. They needed someone with some real mechanical brilliance to really get the offense kick-started, and First Killer absolutely brings that to the table.
Here's Justin out of the corner, lopped it in front of the goal, up for it. We saw Squishy go. First Killer back to the edge, Garrett G over to Justin. Over the top of 2. First Killer back down in, Turo with the attempt into the corner. In front of the box, and Justin with the clear off the wall. Well, Squishy out of his backfield, Justin up in front looking for the bumps, able to get Kronovi off of it a little bit, but Kronovi is able to stop the ball. Garrett G not able to get in time to collapse. Get the shot, there's a pass to Justin, blocked by Kronovi again.
And NRG doing a real good job early on in this game, digging those balls off the sidewall, getting them out into the middle. But of course, conversely, Rogue doing a outstanding job reading those plays, staying with them, not biting too early one way or the other. Kronovi with a great recovery there on the follow through off that backboard as that's into the top right. I was thinking maybe they'd be able to go get this, but Squishy just picks it off here in the midfield because Kronovi just doesn't have the boost to stay with the ball.
That great one-touch goal. A demolition onto one, and Kronovi out of boost. The other left, just First Killer in the back. And the shot perfectly placed upper 90. Didn't need any extra help. That's NRG on the board here in game number 1. It's Garrett G to the side. First Killer down the line. And now through 1. Just on the wall. He's got Squishy in the midfield and Garrett G in tow behind. They get the ball out to Squishy. He's up against Turo. Tries to give him the chip shot behind. Turo's got the read. Now First Killer caught on the post. The ball to the far corner. Garrett G finds the shot. 2-0 NRG.
Man, what a shot here. Obviously, Turo having to make a tough save, and First Killer clips the lip on the way out of the goal, so that delays him going out to challenge Garrett. But still, even with that uncontested look, that's a real tight shot to nail into the top left. Great shot from Garrett G.
As we come on the response, looking for it off of kickoff. Rogue still yet to score here in game number 1. First Killer up on the ball, takes it away. Now he's got Turo underneath him. He's going to try and get it through Justin. And Garrett Squishy actually doesn't put that on target. That could have been 3 goals. Here's a follow-up shot. The placement from NRG right now is insane.
Yeah, Squishy caught a big piece of Kronovi there initially. That's why he's so slow to get back to that one. And unfortunately for Kronovi, he doesn't even get a second chance at that because that ball bounced straight back into Garrett's arms. And as you said, placement on point over his shoulder, back posted him. NRG rolling here in game 1. Rogue shows they can do it too. First Killer winning that ball in the midfield over the top of 1. Justin under pressure from Kronovi. And First Killer really needed a rush for that one. And a nice job getting above that ball. That's, again, a real tight shot to nail from right above the crossbar. As currently, Rogue doing a nice job trying to battle back here. They got plenty of time to work here on offense. 2 minutes to find 2 goals is plenty of time. It's just a matter of can they figure out how to get out of their defensive half, because they've spent a good portion of this game over on the offensive side of things. Nice block from First Killer. Garrett G follow up for NRG, trying to waste some time here, looking for Squishy on the left side with a flip reset, sets it down, and Kronovi will have a chance to go out and get it. Squishy not feeling like he could really go for it.
Trying to turn it around. Justin now lurking in midfield, gets it past 1. Kronovi has it back up to midfield, and Garrett G down the edge. Kronovi onto the backboard. Justin's got to reach for this. First Killer's trying to beat him to it, but Justin gets there now. Squishy gets the dunk over the top to the backboard. Can anybody reach this in time? That was the fastest counterattack possible. The ball outrunning the players. Now first killer out of the corner. Through one, a demolition onto the goalie. Justin manages to get back a block, and Kronovi actually clears it. And now here comes the counterattack from Squishy all the way back down. 4-1 NRG.
And Turo jumped at it as well. I mean, Kronovi's just falling out of the goal here, trying not to touch it, I think. But unfortunately, Turo already jumped and couldn't make the adjustment to Kronovi tapping that ball away. And that's a disastrous way for game one to end. I feel like 3 goals in a minute and 11 is going to be tough, especially considering that Rogue kind of been struggling to hold on to the ball coming out of their own half. They've done a nice job playing some defense overall. It's really just been some excellent placement from NRG on a couple of shots that's really beat them here. The defense has been solid, but it's just getting those offensive possessions has been the hard part for Rogue in game one. And unfortunately, that unplanned occasion in front of the NRG net, I think, is going to put game one well out of reach.
Yeah, I know. Going from making it a 1-goal game to back to a 3-goal game. Definitely going to seal the deal here. Turo tries to at least cut down on the score margin, make the stat line look a little bit better. It's over to the edge. 30 seconds remaining. Garrett G with the loft. Garrett G. So many of the goals here for game number 1. 2 from Squishy and 2 from Garrett. Justin, the only person quiet. Can he get one for the road here? And it's not from lack of trying from Justin. It's not. You could say it's lack of opportunities because NRG hasn't needed many follow-up attempts. The thing that impressed me the most here in game 1 achieves is NRG's accuracy on the first touch. The first touch they're making, always on target, always having to be blocked as Justin goes for 2 touches there, but it's the end of the game. Who cares?
Well, you make a good point about how important first touch accuracy is. And you see it all the time with people on defense in the RLCS and, of course, in everyday play in Rocket League. You know, when you're given time, you need to understand that taking that time is valuable. You don't have to rush anywhere near as a lot of people seem to think in a lot of different scenarios. And setting yourself up for success all begins with that first touch. If you catch the ball a little bit heavy and kick it too far out in front of you, then you run the risk of giving that ball right back to the defense. So NRG, you're right, showing excellent command here at that first touch. You want to be able to stick close to the ball, continue to be able to follow up, make a second effort on it, get there for a challenge, take a shot on goal, whatever you need to do. That all starts with proper setup, and NRG demonstrate that to a T here in game 1.
I mean, and 3 of the 4 goals, upper 90, top corners, wonderful placement. The 4th goal, the breakaway from Squishy, he just puts it dead center just to make sure he doesn't miss there. Like that, when you've got a team as good as NRG, who's shooting as well as NRG is right now, you have a lot to worry about here. And Rogue definitely, like, the best defense isn't going to get them out of this situation at this point. I think they're going to have to outscore NRG. At this point, just possession in that midfield is going to be the key.
Yep, outscoring NRG is where it would start. Turo has a chance to keep it at 0s here at the kickoff in game 1. And it's really just how does Rogue beat that first man when they're on defense? Look at this. Garrett G down for Justin, and Turo wisely just going to tip that to himself and up the wall.
Into game number 2. Rogue trailing by 1, NRG. Well, trailing by 1 in the series, excuse me. That's a confusing statement. Here's Turo looking to dribble this one away, give it to Kronovi. Actually gets it to first killer. And now over to the 1. There's Garrett G into the corner. Squishy off the ceiling, out of boost. Garrett G will move in to cover up for him. Now lofted. Here's Justin. Lots of boost in his tank. Looks for a flip reset, maybe just for the fake. Kronovi reads both. Excellent coverage there from Kronovi in the midfield. Now Squishy looking for the bump on Turo. Actually gets a wheel onto him, and first killer's got to cover it up. Now back to Kronovi. Up against Justin. Bouncing back down in front of the goal. Turo and Garrett G ping that one out to the corner. It ends up in NRG's back third. Here's first killer onto the backboard. Kronovi lurking on the far side, and Justin's got a clear.
Yeah, feeling like a bit more of game 1 here. NRG just kind of pressuring. Currently Rogue on the offensive, but overall, NRG is kind of just poking and prodding on that defensive Rogue and seeing what comes back at him. And you're really looking for Rogue to make something happen here, and Kronovi needs to buy time. And how does he do that? Lift it up to the corner. Unfortunately, takes Turo off of that corner boost as well.
Yep.
Not really sure how much boost they're all going to have collectively.
Now back in the middle, third. Garrett G rotating back. He's getting bumps onto Kronovi. Squishy also getting harassed, though. Pace slowing down just a moment. We had some traffic. Off the wall, Turnturo able to navigate past Garrett. Squishy out of the box. He and Justin having to play some defense. 2:56 on the clock, approaching halftime. Neither team on the board here in game 2. The accuracy from NRG, they're not on that first touch immediately putting pressure on the net nearly as often. So far, only one save on the board. That's from Turnturo on both sides. Most of the play happening here in the midfield. Scaraggia ends up on top of that ball, has to just bail on it.
Oh, nice couple of challenges there from Kronovi. They might have to stretch this one, though. This is going to be tough for Rogue to convert, I think.
Especially they had the one touch. I think there was one good shot opportunity catching Garrett too far forward, and it went to the corner instead. NRG able to recover. Garrett G, an excellent dunk. What a read. Turnturo lofts it in front of his box. Kronovi kind of caught in no man's land. First kill has got to do this all by himself. Gets it through one. Now Kronovi staying aggressive. Gets it to Turnturo. Oh my goodness. First kill blocked. He put it dead center. Garrett G made the save. Rogue starting to heat it up on the offense, but the defense still holding perfectly for NRG.
Yeah, right place, right time for Garrett G on that shot. Always tough to follow it through. Squishy, I think he was going to initially go for a demo, but accidentally tipped the ball, and then NRG is going to have to call an audible here on how they approach this. And they will run away, but you're right. Rogue slowly heating up, which is what you wanted. Double tap for Justin, and he got that? Oh, man.
They gave him too much space. Kronovi not able to boost back up to the ball, and that's an easy setup. And the rest of Rogue, I think, was relying on Kronovi. Tried to scramble too late at the last moment. That's NRG on the board.
Yeah, Justin real quick to go up and get that one, too. You're right. They put a lot of faith in Kronovi, but as soon as it got through him, Turo and First Killer had no time to get there, and air dribbled right into the nose of Garrett G on that goal line for NRG.
Ooh.
Nice little bump, but nothing going here.
They tried. The rest of the defense able to move into the front of the box, cover up the shooting lanes. Kronovi flick past one. Justin up, blocked by Kronovi again. Here's Squishy, lots of space, half a tank of boost, drops it onto Justin's hood, sends it up for 90, just barely bounces off the post. Kronovi now on the counterattack. 1 minute remaining, only a 1-goal game. He's got Turnturo in the midfield. Is he able to reach it though? No, Justin gets there before Kronovi could get the pass. And now lofted again. Here's First Killer once more. Up against Squishy, over to the side. Turnturo versus Justin. Now Garrett stretches it past everybody. Nobody's home. Justin will put in a second one.
That went so wrong because as First Killer was landing from that initial challenge, he landed right on top of Turnturo. You might have just caught it there in that replay. Just the wheels clipped Turnturo as he tried to jump up and go for that challenge, pushed him right back down. Kronovi tried to get aggressive because he saw the unfortunate happenstance develop right in front of him, tried to just shut down the transition early, got there late, left an open goal in the backfield. Unfortunate for Rogue there.
37 seconds left and down by 2. Not completely out of reach, but feeling unlikely given the 0 on the other side. It's not exactly the goal differential that feels like this game's put away. It's just the only 1 goal in 2 games from Rogue. They've had one excellent look that was met by a stalwart defensive line. Rogue only put up 3 shots here in this game. Only 3 meaningful attempts on net, according to the game.
They were decent looks, too. I mean, they had that Kronovi flip reset that turned into a shot from First Killer. And unfortunately, it just right at Garrett G. I mean, I think that was absolutely their best look at the net in that game. And I mean, right now, it's really a difference maker. I don't even really count that that big breakaway goal where Kronovi just tried to get aggressive because they need to try and get there and put the pressure on NRG to win the game with time winding down. But that's what you said, you know, the difference, the accuracy of that first touch. I mean, they had a chance to put one on target. Kronovi kind of dropped the flip reset. They try and rush the follow-up, and it ends up being a shot right at the defense when that was their best goal-scoring opportunity. And like you said, goals coming at a premium for Rogue so far. Only 1 throughout 10 minutes of play, and perhaps even fewer chances that really feel like they can really put threat on NRG. So Game 3 for Rogue, it's not bad. I mean, they're not getting blown out, right?
No,
NRG is really just pressuring them, and it's just, all right, beat us if you can, Rogue. And right now, Rogue doesn't have an answer.
And I love this. I love this Rogue lineup. Every one of these players has a story and has a reason to cheer for them. This is wonderful players. With First Killer had a wonderful breakout performance. Now Turanturo's had an excellent series last time, or the last series we saw them on this broadcast. Kronovi, the golden boy of Rocket League, one of the most legendary legacy players in the scene, still here competing at the top level. You want to be able, you want this Rogue team to win, to play well, but man, what do you do against this Titan? That midfield read, now Squishy, looking to try and make him dance in the corner. First Killer back down now. He's going to look for this counterattack, but he's completely out of boost. All he can possibly do is maybe get it past one player and find a pass. He's got it all the way into the corner. Covered up by one Kronovi that missed on the wall. Here comes Squishy down into the corner. He's got a player in the midfield as well. Just fakes out. Turnturo forces Turnturo to make a soft touch, and now goes to the slow play, trying to absolutely destroy this Rogue lineup. Here comes Garrett G now, up against three players once more, gets it through two. Justin moved out, actually had moved into the corner, maybe one for the boost steal, and now here comes Squishy over the top of the midfield line. He gets it to the enemy corner. Turnturo's loose on the ball. First Killer manages to dive at it and cover it up just in time, and now Turnturo excellent clear. That is so needed for Rogue. Give them a moment to breathe.
Yeah, there's always give and take in Rocket League, and there it is much better to give away possession if you take the space that you guys need to get reset. Always valuable to just boom the ball away, even if it means giving the ball up. Get yourself set, make sure you're in position to handle whatever's coming back at you. There's nothing wrong with giving away possession for a moment if it puts you in a better spot.
I'm still thinking about Squishy nearly breaking their minds. Here comes Kronovi, though, gets the first goal in. Rogue, they find him with their pants down for just a moment. Where did this opening come from?
So Garrett G actually kind of hesitates there. I think he was like thinking about going up the wall, and then I think he saw Turo coming at him, and so he started thinking about maybe the demos coming through and how to dodge that, and it kind of just slowed his reaction off that bounce on the corner or the wall, and just never really got up for it. So Rogue able to capitalize on making the defense think just a moment longer than they could.
3:05 on the clock, and now out to the edge. There's Justin. Off the ceiling, a demolition on the First Killer, and now the dunk on Turnturo. No, Turnturo gets it through one. Squishy gets it back to midfield and over to Justin. Up against First Killer, pinches into the midfield. A roller. Garrett G will have lots of space. Chooses to place it to the corner. Now looks for the bump on Turnturo. Actually gets the demolition on the backboard. Nobody from NRG going to be at home. Oh, here's Squishy, though. Oh, he finds it. I saw Garrett G actually just turns around. What a tight rotation.
Yeah, that demo came in so early, and Kronovi knew he had to get to that ball, and he used everything in the tank to try and get to it, but just couldn't get there. Not enough. Actually overshot the ball because he was trying to stretch it. Because he was thinking, I don't have a lot, and I need to reach this because my teammate just got demoed on the goal line. And, you know, it's those high-pressure situations where you need to be perfectly in control. And one notch too far means a quick equalizer. Garrett G tips one towards that top corner, this time Rogue ready.
Approaching halftime, Rogue finally had a lead. But a quick play from NRG, the overfield pass. Justin placed the shot placement again achieves.
This is risky too. I mean, this is just a big cross from Squishy. Go and get it, and just over the top of Turnturo. I went to Turanturo's camera to see if he could actually see where that shot was coming from. He definitely knew it was a pass, but he couldn't quite see Justin on the edge of his screen, so he was kind of guessing about where to jump at it. And thankfully, Justin able to get it right over the nose, and a quick lead for NRG. That was bang bang and out in front.
Yeah, man, it was a decently slow game. One of the better midfield like stalemates we'd seen from Rogue in the beginning of this. Close ones. Justin's shot placement not actually as good as I thought it was on the first look, just seen on the replay, but here now on the pressure, puts it off of First Killer's hood. Towards the goal, Turnturo will take it away. Garrett G past one. Into the corner. Oh, the bounces, and it should still go in. Squishy on the cherry pick makes it a 2-goal game.
Yeah, not a lot you're going to be able to do about this. Garrett G just throws it right back into the corner. First Killer, I think, is thinking Garrett G might try and dribble that. Maybe he's just going to try and rip it up the middle. Did not quite see the touch right back to Squishy over that shoulder into the corner again. And when Squishy's able to hop up there and just redirect that hard into the corner of the goal, there's not a lot you can do unless you see it coming.
Justin now with control. 2-goal game and match point. A win here in game 3 for NRG sends them through to Saturday's play. Justin over 1. Turn to the corner. He's got first killer connected with him. Able to, I think, kind of mind game Justin out of that touch. Now up. Garrett G onto the wall. First killer takes over in midfield. 1 minute remaining. Need a goal quickly here for Rogue.
How did Squishy get that ball over the midfield? Talk about wasting time with not a lot of options. That kind of ability to just make people hesitate because they're not entirely sure what you can do off of an awkward spot is so valuable. I mean, just in general, obviously it tends to give you a little bit more space to work with in some awkward scenarios because people are like, do they have that? And then also in situations like this where you've got the lead and you're just wasting time, I mean, you want a clinic on car control, watch NRG this series.
You want a clinic on car control, probably watch NRG almost any series.
Yeah.
Here's Garrett G looking for the nail in the coffin. Gets the flip reset, actually puts it on target, and Turinturo has to push it away. Just trying to add insult to injury and really seal the deal here. As the time expires, the deal will be sealed either way. NRG gonna sweep Rogue, only allowing, what, 2 goals? No,
yeah.
3 goals. They got 1 a game, I believe.
Yeah, 3 goals, yeah.
Close stuff. Close stuff there as NRG takes it away.
What a series. I mean, I thought it was going to be a little bit closer.